Alright, and we are back on Chilliwack. Thank you everybody for joining me. Michael, always a pleasure to have you with me, bud. And also the Sim Guy, welcome aboard. You guys are doing well. And we'll see what we can do about farming today here on Chilliwack. It's been a while since we visited the map. I'm just going to do a quick check on audio here. Make sure everything is fine. Music is playing, but I don't know if game sound is working. Let's see. Always have problems with application. Looks like application sound is working fine, so I think I am good to go. Alright. Okay, we are paused. I gotta unpause the game. Some of these sources because I had to make some changes. Might have to make some changes to my break source. Just now, okay. Now I can have some fun. Alright, music is a bit loud though, I think. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, gotta get the pause to continue. There we go. Alright, we're all raring to go. Flight mode will turn off. set this guy up to... Actually, I think I can probably... see if we can lower this down and have her go. We'll set him on his way. We'll probably want to turn on the HUDs again, so I don't have the HUDs on. It's been a while since I've been on Chilliwack, so it's nice to be back on here. Let's head back to the farm. We'll leave this guy to do his thing. See if we have anything to take care of over here. Nope. $15K. Let's make sure we have the horses fed. There we go. My one horse, I don't know how old he is. He must be getting really old. Yep, we can. Yep. I'll probably end the stream in probably maybe at 4 p.m. Pacific, so that's in another 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours from now. Did you figure out what you wanted to do for tomorrow? Hopefully. Okay, sounds good. Yep. I'm gonna stream for 3 hours today. So in about, well, less than 3 hours, minus 20 minutes. Yeah, it's a secret. Hey, the 3Js. Well, as much as everyone does know, we're actually doing a joint stream tomorrow, so together it'll be the first time. So it'll probably be roughly about this time tomorrow, I think. Either way, just check the community page. I'll have it posted with all the details. But it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. First time I've ever done a joint stream with someone, and same for the sim guy as well. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm hearing myself talk to myself. Gotta turn myself down. There we go. I gotta figure out what I need to do. I haven't been on Chilliwack in, like, I don't know, ages. It's been over a month, literally. Can you believe it? Over a month since I last streamed on the Chilliwack map. I got preoccupied with so many other things, like No Man's Land. I did a few live streams, and PB Canyon Crossing. I honestly don't know what I need to do. I gotta look at I'll look at my overall map here to see what's growing and what's not growing and all that jazz. So that's harvested. My fields are still growing, and I think I was going to put what's the month? It's July, so I think I was going to try corn in here. I think that's what I was going to do, which means I need a planter. So we're going to go back to this guy. See if we can stop him from chewing up all my money. This tractor is going to need some cleaning. We're going to go ahead and do some plowing here. I still have to figure out my alert system for OBS. That's why I was a bit late getting in here. I was trying to get it all sorted. I had literally, I think, 5 subscribers yesterday from my stream, and the alert didn't pop up. It was making the noise, so I'm just doing my little thing, you know, just hunkered down, doing my what do you call it, farming on PV Canyon Crossing, and then poof, I get a bing, and it kind of freaked me out because it's very loud. I was like, oh yeah, that's my alert system, I said to myself. And had a bit of a jump scare because it comes through OBS, the alert noise. But the funny thing is it's not displaying on my stream, so something is kind of funny with that. So I was trying to figure that out this morning, and then I messed up all my scenes and my overlays. But yeah, I had like, I think about 5 people subscribe, 3 to 5 people subscribe yesterday for PV Canyon Crossing. They play that map as well, so they had questions and whatnot, so I thought, hey, that's cool. But the alert system went off, and I'm like, usually I get super focused on whatever I'm doing, or I get yammering on like I am right now, and I completely forget about the alert system. And then when the alert goes off, and because it's really loud, I don't know if it projects very loudly in the stream or not, but I know it projects very loudly on my end, and it just nearly makes me jump right out of my chair, literally, because I'm not expecting it to happen. So it's a bit terrifying, that alert system, so maybe I might have to find one that's a little quieter or something. Mind you, it makes sure that, it definitely makes certain that I'm awake and doing what I'm supposed to do, so that was kind of hilarious. So I think I made some changes on here to the contracts system, and I'm probably going to do this on PV Canyon Crossing as well. So I turned on the field purchase discount option. So what this does is it allows me to, if I do work on a contract field, it'll reduce the price or the cost of the actual field when I go about paying for it. So, and I build this reputation up with each of the farmers, or the NPC farmers. So as my reputation goes up, I get like a 5% cost reduction, I guess, per per contract that I do. So it says number of discount effective jobs. So I have to do 4 jobs for that farmer to get a 5% reduction on the cost of the field. So I'm going to implement that on this map, and I'm going to implement it on the PV Canyon crossing, just to make things maybe a little easier for myself. And it should be a little bit fun because I seem to be doing a lot of contracts. And I thought about it because I think you were talking, I think it might have been you, 3Js, talking on one of your stream, or maybe it was someone else. Someone I was watching was talking about trying to balance content based on maps or something. I don't know. I was watching someone that was talking about that because I think that person was asked, well, why do you always play smaller maps? But sometimes with the smaller maps you can actually get more stuff done. And then there was I think that content creator, whoever it was, I don't think it was you, 3Js. I think it was someone else that I was watching. They were I guess they were getting criticized for maybe cheating in stuff and everything like that. And he was talking about that he uses certain mechanics, like for larger maps, to I don't know, like the meat leasing mechanism. And he was talking, well, if I do a 16x map, it's going to take me a long time to get one job done, and people are not going to be very interested in watching someone plow a field every stream. And I thought about that because basically I make my gameplay like hard mode on Chilliwack, and I've got several streams where I'm just plowing. So I thought, well, maybe he's got a point. So I thought, what the heck, I'll just bend a little and I'll try this leasing contract function here. Yes, exactly. That's it. That's the point. I think it was you. Was it you that was talking about it? I'm pretty sure it was you. I can't remember who, but I think it was you. But yes, that's the point, and that made a lot of sense to me. So I thought, well, maybe it's not so bad to add a little bit of cheating functionality on the larger maps, and then playing on the smaller maps, you do switch the jobs a lot. And that's the truth of it. Because I have streamed on maybe Jess, yeah. It's quite possible she might have mentioned it. I know someone mentioned it yesterday that I was watching. And I thought about it last night, and I thought, this makes a lot of this is a bit of wisdom right here. So I slept on it, and I thought, well, what could I do? I don't. Sometimes I don't carried away with being super cheaty. I don't like to get super cheaty. I don't like. I try to balance. It's hard to keep balance, really. So I want to balance out, something that's realistic, but at the same time that doesn't make me look like I'm spending like an entire month on one field. Yeah, there you go. You got it exactly correct, Juan. But there's a lot of content creators that get criticized for playing on smaller maps. But it makes a lot of sense. If you play on smaller maps, or more controllable maps, you can get a lot more done. And then people that play on larger maps, like myself, like this map is fairly large. This is a 6. I think this is this is a 4x or a 16x. I can't remember now. It's a large map. Let's just put it that way. PV Canyon Crossing. That's another large map. You have to use a bit of cheatiness or something to get certain jobs done. So I thought today I will just give myself a little bit of a break and I'll try the reputation bonus function. Some people just simply set the whole map to easy mode, but I haven't gone that far, so I decided to do the field purchase discount option for contracting settings, and I'm gonna probably just see how I feel about it, and then if I like it I'll keep it, and if I want to increase it I might. Yeah, that's very true. I did do that a little bit on this map, and last night I was successful at doing that. I wasn't doing everything, but I had Courseplay doing some stuff, and then I was doing a bit of logging, and then I did a little bit of loading. So I sort of found on PV Canyon last night, because I was experimenting a bit on how I could progress a little quicker, but also flip around a little bit, and I think I found somewhat of a balance there. I don't know. Chilliwack, I seem to get a little bit stagnant, where I'm doing a lot of the same work. And I think one of the bottlenecks is that I don't have a lot of crop, and I don't have a lot of expansion on this map, so I have to fix that. I think so. That's why I decided to see if I can buy more land by discounting it a little bit. I'll see how that goes. And then I have 3-day months. I might change that. I switched it to 3-day months because of Maze Plus. So I don't know. I got to do something about this map, anyways. This is a bit slow, this one. And I'm not sure how. I think I will actually reduce the 3 months though. I might go down to a month. I'm gonna do that now, because all I really have is just one horse. I have like one horse. So how much food can one horse go through? Let's see. Let's go to the gameplay settings. We'll switch it to like 1 month. Time scale is real time. Hard mode economy. 3 days per month. We'll switch that to just 1. We'll save that. for Maize Plus, if you have like a full farm, they recommend 3 days so that you can keep up with the feeding. But I only have 1 horse and I don't have the pen full. Traffic off, hard economy. Time scale, I'll probably want to up that to 5%. There we go. I think this will do well. I'll probably have to make some more adjustments to this gameplay, but I'll leave it at that for now and see how it goes. On PV Canyon Crossing, I think I'll just implement the contract option so that I can eventually buy the property. But I don't usually have a lot of issues with PV Canyon. Most people are pretty interested in watching that content. There's a lot of people that seem to have a lot of questions, so I don't think I have to worry about making too many adjustments on that gameplay. Terran Jade, welcome. We're on Chilliwack, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know if you're a ma'am or sir. Yep, small changes, Juan. That's what works best for me. That way I can at least maintain the balance of realism versus unrealistic and make it fun. Yeah, Terran Jade, this map is Chilliwack. I don't know if you've ever heard of this map before, but this is based on where I live. I actually live where this map is, so it's actually a real location in Canada. It doesn't have a lot of industry like PV Canyon Crossing. It's just basically a few extra crops added in and then whatever mods you add into it, but I love playing on this map. It's I think it's a 4x. It's a 4x map. It's smaller than PV Canyon Crossing. Yeah, I tend to try to stay as realistic as possible. And I sometimes will put unrealistic stuff in, but it's very, very minimal. And I have to think a lot about it. Yeah, that's the hard part, Juan. Trying to keep it fun for yourself, but also make it fun for those people that are watching the stream at the same time. And I think for me, that's what I usually struggle with at times. Especially on certain maps. sometimes it's not so bad on certain maps. I always do hard mode, and that's really, really difficult because when you start out, and I don't do loans either. Very rarely. I'm a cheapskate. I don't take out large loans. So I'm that guy putting in the man hours, trying to, how do you say it? Get the farm off the ground, and sometimes it can take about, I don't know, 5 to 10 episodes to finally get something interesting happening on your gameplay session for a stream. Some people have different strategies. I've noticed some people, what they'll do is time lapse let's play videos throughout the week and play off stream just to show a bit of the progression that way, and then live stream and do and that sort of helps progression a bit sometimes. Oh, so your guys don't, your multiplayer guys don't enjoy the long haul? No, I can understand that. I mean, there are days where I will say, oh man, I still gotta do that plowing on field 25. That's several hectares large. Why am I doing this? No, I definitely see that with you, Juana. You do, like, I'm amazed at what you've done on your No Man's gameplay. I'm like, and you've got, like, I don't know how many episodes you're in, but I mean, your fields are, like, massive. And you've got multi-productions going, and you've got, like, everything, like, kind of going. I'm like, wow. So I'm a little bit inspired by what you've accomplished on No Man's Land. and right there, that's like the rudimentary setup for hardcore right there. I'm amazed. No, I can see that for sure, Taryn, on field 9. A lot of those fields are really large. Like that field 33, with helper assistance and even me doing it partially myself, it took about, I think, 3 episodes or 4 episodes just to complete that. Or maybe 3 episodes, I think. I know it was more than 1 episode, and that my streams usually go for, in most cases, about 5 hours, usually. So that's about 15 hours of work almost. Field 33 alone. Yep, just slow organic growth. All natural. All the way. My No Man's Land map, I'm proud of it, of that gameplay. I'm several episodes into that, but I found something that works for me because I've got some crops that I do, I've got some productions going, and then I have the mining going, and that really keeps me quite busy. Except for during the winter time, then I'm mainly just doing a lot of terraforming on No Man's Land. But once I get into the spring, then I start growing like my sunflowers again, and then I have to cut my grass and my canola harvest. But it took me a while to get that map to where it is so far. It's can hop over and oh, fair enough. I don't run this on a server, so I just this is just my own private gameplay on here. I always thought about setting up a, I don't know, a gameplay server, but maybe down the road. But yeah, I like things as realistic as I can play. So I'm not too big on like what the 1,000-foot combine header with I don't know, 56 miles per hour on a field. That's not my gameplay at all. I can understand how people can enjoy that, but that's not usually my thing. And then if I do use helpers or course play, sometimes I'll go crazy with utilizing them, but not like, it's not like my go-to. I don't do it all the time. Like I think on Chilliwack map I had, what was it, one time like about, I had leased all the equipment and I had like about 6 combines, 1 per field, doing contracts, if I wasn't mistaken. And that was kind of interesting. And then sometimes I will do helpers doing contracts while I'm doing something else, like on my home farm. So like I'll be doing baling or mowing or something like that at the main farm while I have a couple of contracts running. just to kind of bring in a bit of the revenue from time to time. But I'm not a person that just sets auto drive and course play and then walks away. I watched actually one streamer on Twitch, and it was interesting. He was playing Western Australia, and for his job, he's like a dispatcher for a fuel company. But he gets to work from home, which is cool. So what he does is, while he's working throughout the day, he will actually be live streaming on Twitch, and he'll have on Western Australia, what is it? All his equipment on courseplay and auto drive, and then you'll hear him in the background, kind of doing like his work, like sometimes doing some dispatching of trucks and stuff like that, like in real life, and then he'll pop back into the stream after he does the dispatch, and then kind of just go do it's like he's a manager. It was kind of neat. I sat there and thought, oh, this is interesting. Okay, he's a dispatcher in real life, and he's a dispatcher in Farm Sim, because he had like literally everything automated on Western Australia. Like, it was probably the largest setup he had that I've ever seen. He must have had a really powerful PC. I never really asked, but he had, like, I think about 4 combines going, and he had automated trucks going, and all this sophisticated route system. So he'd go into the game and check make sure all the equipment was dispatched properly in the game and doing their job, kind of like managing everything. And then by the time he had actually finished checking over all of the course play routes and all of the auto drive routes of how his equipment was being automated in the game, then he'd get another dispatch call and he'd mute the mic, or he would go and take that real life dispatch call, and then by the time he finished the dispatch call, he'd have to come back and rinse and repeat. So he kept on going back and forth, back and forth. I thought it was kind of cool. And I thought, okay, well, this makes a lot of sense. This makes sense. Exactly. He dispatches in real life and he dispatches in the game. Some people criticized him for it, but I thought, well, hold on a sec. I'm not going to criticize him. I thought, well, let me try to figure out the logic here. And then I thought, okay, well, he's a dispatcher in real life, so he's taking his real life skill set and putting it into the game. So it makes complete sense then if you think of it that way. So, and then at the same time, you know, he's streaming too, right? So he's probably making a little bit of money off of Twitch for his payment of doing dispatching in the game. I've tried that myself too. I think I've done all sorts of things. all styles. I have done the dispatcher approach as that example at one point, where I was just dispatching everything. I've done 100% just playing like I am right now, where it's just me. I've tried I have done some helpers, sometimes course play and helpers, auto drive and course play, and then sometimes while I've got that going on, I'm doing stuff on my own. Just depends on what I enjoy doing at that particular time, and what my goals are. If I really want to make a lot of cash, I'll usually get a lot of helpers out or course play automation going. But if I'm more chill and relaxed like I am today, I'll just sort of just jump in a field and just start plowing. Just depends on the situation or how I feel that day. But yeah, Juan, you bring up a good point. Many different styles, which I like. I'm enjoying the logging. Like yesterday, I did a ton of logging on, what was it? PV Canyon Crossing there. And I made it fun because I actually have a steering wheel and Thrustmaster control sticks. So I've got all that set up, so I just simply go at it, and I jumped in there and had fun. I even did it on that stream, what was it? I think it was on the Old Valley Old Farm on one of the multiplayer servers. I just simply cut all the wood down. And then Legion jumped in, I think the next day, and he says, "Dude, you just cut so much frickin' wood." And left all this big mess of wood. I think it took him like 2 sessions just to get all the wood sold. And I was like, well, I'm having fun just playing around with the forest harvester. And just going up to the tree, chopping it down, and cutting it into lengths, and just clear cutting. I had a lot of fun doing that. I like running Combine too. I like being in the cab of the Combine. I've enjoyed doing truck runs. Like on Western Australia, I did a lot of truck runs. So I just simply jump in a truck, and then I empty the grain carts and then return either the grain back to, what do you call it, the silo, or I have to take it to the sell point or the contract point, whichever that may be. And it just makes it fun. One thing that I haven't tried is really that much of grapes and olives, which is something that I kind of am disappointed in myself, because when the game came out, I was just psyched about that. But then I got distracted with doing other things. I'll eventually get to it. I don't know when. At some point. Okay, let's jump in here. And then another mod that I want to try is the Pumps and Hoses DLC, because I did purchase that, but I haven't really played too much with that. Some of that I think I'll probably do on this map. We'll just have to see. I'm doing well, Pleasant View Farms. How are you today? We're on Chilliwack today. I thought it was time to return to Chilliwack. I'm probably going to be streaming on Chilliwack on July 1st. Not many of you may know this. One, I'm pretty sure you will know this. It's Canada Day on July 1st. So I probably will do a very small stream, probably in the morning or something. So I'll be playing on the Chilliwack map because it's the one Canadian map that I have. You played the heck out of this map. And are you a dairy farmer on this map, or what kind of approach have you taken? Yep, really, Juan. Yeah, Canada's birthday is on July 1st. So happy birthday to Canada. Coming next, I'm pretty sure it's next Saturday. Let me just, I got Saturday fixated on the brain. Let me just check the calendar. See here. Yep, Canada Day. And I think it's a Memorial Day somewhere in Newfoundland and Labrador. Memorial Day on Newfoundland for Newfoundland and Labrador. I'm actually down here by field 215. So I still have a lot to do, but I own field 214, 215, and 218, and 217. This is a custom field. This was just grass in here. So that's sort of how I'm situated at the moment. This is, let's see what crops here. I've got clover and alfalfa in these two fields up here. Let's change my color here. Yeah, alfalfa here, clover here, grass here, and this is going to be corn when I get the opportunity to plant it. Which I have to check the, when can I plant corn? I think it's in the fall, isn't it? Till April. So I'm gonna plant corn roughly around that time. And I've got horses. So if I go back here, so I'm using Maize Plus. I've got my manure pit down for my horses, so I get a little bit of manure from my horse. I've got about 9,719 liters of manure collected so far. And then I have my one horse over here. Go. I don't know how old he is. I think he's almost reaching maturity. Let's see, age is 21 months, so he needs at least one more month and then he can start reproducing. Simba. What a name. And I'm using Maize Plus. So then I'll have some baby horses probably in due time. And then I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with the manure. I might just spread it, probably. unless I can find another use for it. Not sure, but it's just collecting for now. And then this is kind of my operation here. I got some beehives, and I have 2 large greenhouses, and then they just line up here, and then I use this mod to just push the stuff forward. And then I have my honey, and then I have my multi-fruit silos here. This is a fermenting silo, so I can actually ferment everything in it if I want. And it'll also do lime. I also just got this, which is the... Ooh, I'm out of straw. That's crazy. I thought I filled that up. That's another task I guess I gotta do. So straw accessories. Or wait. Oh, that's straw storage. That had me freaking out for a moment. So I'm just processing through my straw because I got a ton of straw. Let me look here. Yeah, I've got 2 million liters of straw. So I'm gonna make it all into straw accessories, so hats and crates pretty much, so that I can get this kind of price. So you get $1,566 for accessories, and then $2,548. So I should make a lot of money off of the straw, considering I'm only making what, $34 a liter, I guess, per 1,000 liter, as I guess. So I should make quite a bit of a profit from selling accessories, I guess. It just needs to get processing. So what do I got over here? This is my bale storage and production storage. So I store my pallets of honey and seed in here. And then some of my mowing equipment in here. And this helps out with helpers because it's got this little GPS doodad up there. I've got my gas tank, and I've got my repair shed. What else? Oh, and then this is where my parking garage is. So it's a 2-level one. I'm gonna lower that. So I can park more stuff up here if I want. And then we'll go across the street here. Some wood that I need to pick up at some point. And then I put down my straw factory over here. Or straw accessories factory. Oh, actually I got some stuff to move here. So I got like little straw bags and little hats, and then straw basket. I was going to get rid of them, the sim guy, but it's sort of warmed up to me now, and now that I figured out how I'm going to utilize that shed now, so I think it's going to stay now. I'll put this up. Oh, my storage is over here, I believe. Oh, I really need to smooth that hill out. There we go. Oh, it's all indented around the building, I see. I didn't put the building down very well. These will collect, so I'll just wait till... Oh, that's the out. Oh, it takes them in individually. That's kind of weird. So I'm going to store them in that straw processing building, and then in about a year's time, because this is my first year processing the straw, in a year's time I'll just load them up into the truck there and deliver them to the sell point. So I should probably get quite a bit of money for the straw, because I got a lot. Like, look, I got this big giant truckload and then the 2 million liters of straw sitting in the silo. And my horse is not going to use up all that straw, so I might as well use it for something. Here, we'll just park this guy right here. I did a really bad job. Oh, I'm inside the shop. I did not know I could do this. Well, anyone want to buy some straw hats and straw stuff? Can I get out now? No, I'm locked in. Let me out. Let me out. Oh wait. Oh, I can walk. Apparently I can walk through this wall here. Or wait, that's a curtain. There's a little secret office over here. Huh. He's a wizard, Hari. He's a wizard. Reminds me of Harry Potter, because he has what is it? He has that cloak on, right? And he can see out just fine. But no, actually, people see through him, but he sees through the cloak. Okay, let's. There we go. We'll jump out that way. So that's pretty much my Chilliwack farm. I got a lot more to do. I think I finished a contract. Or did I? Where's my contract list here? Yeah, there we go. Collect. I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more contracts to do. Alright. I'm always intimidated by the size of this map. Okay, so I'm up there. Let's just head this way. And that's pretty much the map right there. So I'm gonna go head north here. And we're gonna go to field 68, I think, next. That should be good. Oh, that's a little bit too far away. Right, let's go down here. Get to work to doing field 68. So I think with the straw industry and the slight adjustment to leasing contracts, I think that will help, because when I go ahead to buy another piece of land, if I've done at least about 4 contracts on that piece of property, it'll be cheaper. So I'll get like a discount. So it's a bit of a reward system. Oh, I went past my field here. Where should I start? I think over here. and then we'll see what happens. So I gotta, and then I switched to like 1 month. 1 month per day. So 1 day equals 1 month basically. That should speed things up a bit. With time flying by. And then I've got another map that I want to try. I was hoping by now it was going to be out. It's the Fraser Valley map by Hilly Farms. He's got some interesting things going on with his map. And basically it's just across the river from where this place is, where I'm farming right now in this at this time. And I'm getting really excited to see what he comes up with. He's got some like custom crops he's putting in. There's gonna probably be some mining in it, I think. What else? Custom pig pens where you have to actually sweep out the manure manually instead of being at a trigger. I think he's trying to get blueberries to work as a kind of grapevine harvest, which blueberries are actually a crop in this area. And there's all sorts of things that he's putting in. And he's been like working non-stop on it pretty much every day. He said he was going to have it out by early summer, but his latest update said that he's still working on a few things. So he's thinking probably maybe midsummer it'll be finished. So that'll be pretty much 2 maps that are like real life that are close to where I live. So, which I think is pretty cool. And there will be, I think, some uses of the Platinum DLC on that other map, because there's it's going to incorporate some of the mountain. So like you see those mountains in the distance there, some of that will be incorporated into the map. Juan, you'll probably know the area. It's just like, it's Agassiz, off of Highway 7 there, just past it. So that stretch between what is it, Harrison Mills, between Harrison Mills and Agassiz, basically on Highway 7. That section is where that map will be based on. I agree. I think he should add the racetrack. I'm hoping he will. I mean, he's putting in that mine. I saw the latest pictures that there's a mine, which I know that there is actually a gravel quarry on that side of the mountain. And in his original designs, he was just going to make it a mountainside. But it looks like he's going to make it as authentic as possible, which I think is going to be great to see. So you never know. He might put that that racetrack in yet. I also asked him to try. I suggested the Levy plant, because I don't know if you know this, but off of Highway 7 in that area, Levy Robotics, there is a Levy Robotics sales facility right off of Highway 7. So I said, well, that's a brand name that Giants uses. You could probably get away with putting like a sales point building with Levy on it. I think, or Levi. I'm not saying the name right. I think it's Levy Robotics. It's for the milking robot, and they also do the stall cleanout robots as well, and a few other things. So they have actually these little sweepers that will go down the cow enclosures and just spray water and push the manure off to the side, or scrape some of the manure to the side and kind of clean up the stall area. And that facility was only put in, I think, in 2017, so they're fairly new to the community. I don't even know what other automated robots that they're going to do. I should actually check out their website sometime. The stall cleaners, though, I've seen a few YouTube videos on that, and they can be a bit temperamental, or need a little bit more tender loving care every so often, because sometimes the cows will kick them. Or they'll go to the washroom on them, which might cause issues when they try to hook up to the charging units, because after they do their cleaning process, they have to return to the dock, and then they have to, at the dock, they get their battery recharged, and then they get a fresh supply of water put into their tank. I'm gonna go this way, I think. So I'm pretty psyched about seeing that map happen. So we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, and this weekend is FarmCon. So if nobody knows what that is, the game is made by Giants. So Giants has their own convention. And that'll be, I think, on June 31st and July 1st, or maybe the entire weekend. This upcoming weekend, basically. So they'll make announcements on, what they plan to incorporate in the game. It's like a convention or an electronics exposition show. So they'll probably be talking about the upcoming DLC releases. They'll probably showcase some of the content creators for Farming Simulator. what else? They'll have the community spotlight hosts talking about the game and what their plans are. They'll probably have some of the developers and designers of the game doing small showcases or panels. So if you kind of want to know what's going to happen next, you might want to check out the live streams for that. I imagine they'll be live streaming it on the YouTube channel, Giants YouTube channel, or Farming Simulator 22 YouTube channel. As I think they've got at least about 3 more content DLCs to release. So 2 more packs, and then it'll be another Platinum DLC. They'll probably call it something else, maybe Diamond DLC. And hopefully they'll talk about the map that they're going to incorporate and give us an idea of what equipment might be coming out down the road. I don't think we'll see DJ Goham doing a live stream there. I imagine he'll probably maybe do something. But he mentioned on the Farm Sim show that I think he needs to get authorization to do live streaming, and this year I think he said he didn't get it. So, and I think probably at the same token there's a lot of work, right? Because you're trying to live stream and then you're also trying to, well, check everything out. So I'm not sure, maybe he wants more of a relaxed approach to being there, but I imagine he'll probably put up some sort of video showing some stuff, so we won't be entirely in the dark. I'm not sure, there's probably a few other content creators going there. I think Farmer Cop is going there. Farm Sim Guy is going there. Argsy Gaming is going there. And there's probably a number of other content creators heading out, so you could probably check out a few of those channels. I'll be watching some way or somehow. There we go. You as well, Rempel. Juan Rempel. We'll see you later. Do 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 do. So I'm going to probably cut this stream a little short. I'm going to be, usually I go to about maybe 5 or 6 p.m. But I'm actually going to cut it out at about, I think, 4 p.m. Pacific. So I got about an hour and 30 minutes left. I did a very long stream yesterday. I think I did a 10-hour stream yesterday. I think it was 10 hours. Let me see. I didn't realize the time had flown by so quickly. Let me just check here. Go to my channel. I think it was about 10 hours. Oh, and shout out to Paul Morale. I just noticed that I got a subscription from you, so thank you, sir. Also, shout out to NDJ5, Terran Jade 1, and Hazy Day. You guys subscribed yesterday, so thank you. I got them through my subscriptions. My alerts would have posted it, but like I said, I'm having some funky stuff going on with my alert system. I have to really fix that somehow, or take some time to get that sorted. I had it working like on 2 of my streams, but then it went bust. Oh, your channel. I think it was about... Let's see. Yeah, it was a 10-hour stream. That's probably the longest I've ever streamed. Usually I do about 7 hours. And that was on PV Canyon Crossing yesterday. And that was just crazy. I did a lot of different things, a lot of logging on that map. So if you want to see anything to do with the Platinum DLC equipment, you can check that out. I've talked about different things on PV Canyon Crossing. I got the occasional questions. So a few questions I had thrown at me was, what do you do with the rocks that are in the way? You have to use the jackhammer from the Platinum DLC to bash them out. I did a couple of contracts, and I had acquired an auto drive route, and I took the trucks to the location to start them trucking to the field. And I had a surprise. I had some of my trucks run into some boulders in the middle of the roadway. So some of those roads you actually have to take construction equipment to get rid of either material, or you have to get rid of rocks and sand in order to clear the roadways. So there's some interesting challenges on that map. I learned about the value of the parking brake. One of my subscribers from yesterday that joined me mentioned that I can use the parking brake on the boat, so thank you. I had some issues where I was leaving the boat in neutral, and as I drive a piece of equipment off, it would push the boat away from the shoreline, and it would cause some issues. So parking brake I think is very valuable with barges. I very rarely use parking brake in game, because usually I just stop and that's it, right? But for watercraft, definitely want to use the parking brake. Before I start this next row, my voice is getting a little bit, my throat's getting a little dry, so I'll be right back. I've been talking a lot. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I should be back now. There we go. Took me a little bit longer because it's pretty warm today. Actually, I should check the temperature. It feels warmer than normal. Way warmer than yesterday. I haven't checked the temperature this morning. Temperature. 79 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're creeping up. So it's getting a little warm, and I didn't put anything in the fridge, so I had to get some ice. And it's Coca-Cola. I don't normally drink Coca-Cola. I usually prefer Pepsi, but oh well. I'm missing something here. There we go. There, that should do it. You can usually miss a little bit on the contract if you want. I think I might actually go down that row again on the other side. Just to straighten it out. There we go. No big deal. This coming week I'm going to try to do some recording with the auto load trailers, but I'll probably start doing that on Tuesday. So I don't usually do recordings on the days that I'm live streaming, and so I'm probably going to do some sort of recording on Tuesday. Or start working on the recording. I have a feeling gonna have more than one video for that particular topic, unless somehow I can figure out how I'm gonna put it all into one video, but I think it might be a bit long. I'm not sure. Oh, there's some bales down here. So it's a lot of things to cover is my point with auto load trailers. Like I said, until I did my testing stream, what was it, last week, I didn't realize just the amount of differences with how modders have gone about trying to get auto loading to work. And there's, I don't know, at least 2 different methodologies that people have actually taken, and they interact with auto drive and course play in different manners. So you can't just put out like one video and say, okay, this way will work for all trailers. I thought that was originally what the situation was going to be, but it's not. The trailers interact differently. Some of them, there's generally two categories of methodology of how it works, and you have to plan out your auto drive course in accordance with that concept. So it's important that you know which trailer you're using and how that trailer functions with auto drive. And then once you know that, you can go ahead and lay out your settings for auto drive. So as an example, if you've got, what I've noticed is that there are some modders that have used straps, kind of similar to the universal auto drive functionality, where it'll load on and then it holds the equipment on with straps. So if you've got that kind of set up where it's just, you know, loads up and then the straps hold it in place, then what you kind of want to do is just basically put your waypoint like behind or past the trigger point, and then you just drive into it, and then as you're driving into it, it'll slowly sell or load the products into your storage, and then you're good to go. The other type of auto loading that I noticed is that it will pick it up, but it will take the bales out of the actual game environment, and they'll visually be seen on the trailer, but they're not there. There's no collisions on them at all. I'm certain most of you guys have seen those types of trailers or have seen that functionality. It's usually the ones where you've got the auto load and then you have to hit the O button or the operation button, and then you have to kind of use your mouse to slide the bales to the side, then you hit Y and then they drop to the ground. You know, you're like, oh great, my bales are possessed. That methodology. That works differently because you need to put your auto drive waypoint in the middle of your sell point or bale shed, and then you need to set auto drive to unload center in the settings. The other factor with that type is that you need to make sure that your trigger point is as large as the trailer. If it's not, then you can run into some problems. So I think the universal auto load trailers are probably maybe the best method of taking care of automating bales, I guess. There's pros and cons to both. But that's my thoughts on it. I have run into some trailers that just don't really work very well at all, and I'm just kind of scratching my head wondering what the heck. Why was it scripted this way, or why is it running this way? And these mods that I'm using are all off of the mod hub. But I'll begin working on the recording process Tuesday, and we'll see what happens. If I can fit it all into one video, then I'll do that. If not, it might be a part 1 and a part 2. I'll probably do some cuts to different positions in the video. I don't honestly think that I have to show a time-lapse video of bales being picked up, so I might cut to certain sequences. Anyone that does want to see bales get picked up, they can pretty much check out my other automated bale pickup videos, because those ones I mainly focused on showing how the bales are being picked up. I might show a brief little bit of pickup and then just move on to the unload process, mainly the trailers. Because if I show all of the bale pickups, it'll just make the video really long, and most people know how bales get picked up. They don't need to see a whole trailer getting filled. Oh dear. Turn off the... And then once that's done, what I might start doing is some videos for PV Canyon crossing, mod videos, or factory videos showing some of the different factories. I'm planning on moving into that realm of things probably next for video projects. There's a ton of mods on those maps, and there can be a lot of confusion, so I figure I might start doing some video content with regards to PV Canyon crossing. Ashnet seems to be adding like a new production to the map, like 1 or 2 new productions a week, as what I've noticed. And then along with those updates, it's usually bug fixes for pre-existing mods that have already been added. So it's like maybe about 5 or 6 bug fixes for already released mods, and then 1 or 2 new productions added to the mod package is sort of what I've noticed. We'll see how it goes. I'm not even sure how far that map will go. But there's definitely a lot of mods on that map. And I figure I might as well do some videos on it, I guess, when I get time to. A lot of people that I've talked to generally are a bit overwhelmed with the map because there's like so much. They're like, well, where do I start, right? One rule of thumb that I will say on that map is that all of the base game stuff is in there. So that means everything that you can do in Farming Simulator base game, like base game productions, DLC productions, everything that Giants has released you can do in there. So if you get stuck, or if you run out of money, or you know, you're just like, oh god, why did I go down this production line and I've just completely messed everything up and now I'm not making any money, it's okay. You can just basically just go to your fundamental core roots of farm sim and, you know, just do basic stuff. Like, even if it means you have to cut the grass and bale stuff and start selling silage, or you have to, I don't know, harvest a crop and sell the crop as is, or maybe set up just a basic bakery. Just do that till you get yourself situated again. And it'll give you time to figure out, oh, well, where did I make a mistake and how can I correct that mistake? And then you can kind of move forward from there. And then the other thing, probably maybe check out a few of the SGA members' live streams every so often. They are always promoting the map and answering questions. So I usually try to watch a few of their streams just to see if I can pick up a few tips. They're probably the experts, really, on PV Canyon Crossing. They were able to play the map before it was officially released. So, and then they're also tied into the map developer, so there's at least maybe about 10 members, maybe even more. I think about it, maybe it could be up to about 15 to 20 members of the SGA membership. And when they live stream too, they have an open Discord channel open. So if one member is like streaming and the other members are not, usually they're hanging out in the Discord channel watching the stream, and you can hear them in the live stream. So like if you have a question for Dajnet but he's not streaming but he's in Discord, he'll see the comments and he'll just answer on someone else's live stream because the Discord channels are open. So visually I always think of it as like, you know, you're at someone's house who's putting on the party, which is like one of their members is live streaming. It's his party, and his buddies are on the couch there in the background, right? It's kind of that kind of concept. So it's not too shabby. kind of interesting streaming dynamic too, because they support each other with live streams. They'll do a live raid to each other. That's something about YouTube that I wish we had, like the ability to do a raid. So if I have like about, I don't know, 3 or 4 people watching my stream and I'm about to end my stream, it would be nice that, I could put in the URL of like the 3Js or Argsy Gaming, then hit a button and everyone that's watching my live stream will automatically go into that other person's live stream. I think that would be cool, because they have that kind of functionality on Twitch. I don't know if Kick does that. Kick is another streaming platform that's brand new. It seems like right now there's a large focus on getting more people to do content creating. These days there's a lot of different companies coming out. So there's Kick, there's Twitch, there's YouTube. Also, I noticed Discord is trying to get the attention of content creators somehow as well, by some of their policies. There's Rumble. I think there's a fierce competition because there might be less people streaming as frequently, because when we were in the pandemic, right, everyone was under lockdown. There was a lot of people that had more time to live stream. There was a lot more people available to do live streaming. What else? I think here. And there's more services coming up as well. Yep, I'm at crash counter 0. I've been a very good driver today. I personally like YouTube. I think it's a little bit more low-key for a streaming platform. I mean, not like low-key, but I don't know, it just seems to be maybe a little bit more tame. I've watched a lot of Twitch streams and stuff like that, and there's a lot of I don't know, a lot of flair to it. Like you gotta run side games, you've got widgets everywhere, and a lot of distraction in the live streams. It's very loud and noisy. It makes you feel like you've gone to Las Vegas and into one of the casinos. And then you get all sorts of different content. Granted, it is a gaming platform, but I think what I like about YouTube is that you can make videos and you can take more of an educational perspective on things, like teach people something. And I think most people come here to learn. I mean, sure, they do want to watch people play the game as well, but I think they usually look to YouTube as an educational park to learn a thing or two. by watching a few videos. Yep, for once, 0. But the stream's not over yet, the sim guy. There's still the potential for me to crash into something. So we'll just have to see. Exactly. Oh, you should have watched my stream yesterday. Oh my god. Somewhere in the stream I was doing logging, and well, I had a tractor. I think it was one of the new Fent logging tractors that has the pulley systems on the back of it, and somehow I got the log stuck underneath one of the tires, and I was trying to get it free, and I ended up sending myself and the entire tractor flying halfway across the map up into the air. And that's a 16x map, by the way. And then I landed on the other side of a mountain in some trees. I think what had happened is I had like a physics collision or something like that. Yes, I agree. Hit that like button, everybody, so that it can help my channel so I can crash some more. I don't know what had happened. You know how you get like logs really close together, and then sometimes some weird physics stuff happens? I think that's what had happened. And then I was using the crane on the tractor, and somehow the crane physics and the logs being too close together caused me to go flying through the air. It was just weird. Most craziest experience I ever had. It beats the logging truck incident that I had on Silver Run. It was quite similar to that because I got stuck in the trees, but this one was worse because I was like, I don't know, way up in the air. I could have hit a jetliner if it was flying overhead. I'm surprised that my tractor didn't get totaled. At first I thought that I was stuck up in the air, but I eventually did come down. I didn't bother driving back. I decided to set the tractor on auto drive. I think I'm gonna have to repair this tractor. It looks like it's pretty damaged. Probably have to do that near the end of the stream. Speaking of like buttons, let's see if I actually like the stream or not. Usually I remember to do that. Let's double check here. Yep, I did. Good call, the sim guy. I usually talk so much that I actually forget to mention for people to like my stream and to subscribe. I don't think I actually even say that much, do I? Probably should. I try to. I always usually say that. I am good at saying it at the end of my stream, though. I always make sure that I say it at the end. I probably should say it at the beginning of my stream, too. Because if anyone is like watching a recording of it, then they'll know. And then maybe occasionally say it during the stream itself as people come in. But sometimes I just get into whatever I'm doing, my thought process on the farm or my conversations. And then I assume that people will just simply like the stream anyways. I don't know. The bot sometimes reminds people to like the stream, but most people don't really pay too much. Sometimes they'll watch the bot, or at least I watch the bot sometimes if I'm watching a stream to see what's mentioned, but sometimes it's like a wall of text, and most people are not really too interested in reading a wall of text from a bot. Inclined to wanting to see what you're doing or what you're talking about. But it helps out from like the moderators or regular users that pop into the chat to remind people to like and subscribe, and I've done that too for other content creators. Like if I'm watching a stream and the streamer is busy doing whatever they're doing, I'll usually jump in and say, hey guys, let's like the video or what have you, especially like it or subscribe. I'll mention it. I have watched some streamers where they've got quite a crowd of people, but they've only got like maybe 1 or 2 likes. And then I'm like, okay, well there's something weird going on here. I'll just usually mention in the chat, hey guys, like and subscribe. The likes generally, from what I understand, helps give the video a bit more visibility so other people can watch the content. So that more people are more intrigued to check out what you're doing. So that's where the likes come in. And then the subscriptions basically get the alerts out to people so people can be aware. And then of course for monetization, and then the amount of time that people actually put into watching the content, that also helps get the visibility out too. But liking and sharing is good. And then as long as you've got your live stream set to save the recording on the channel, maybe you may not get views right away, like during your live stream, but as long as it's archived as a video on your channel, then people will eventually check it out later, and you'll slowly get more views and more watch time as it sits on your channel. And then it's always good to post your video before a live stream in different social media platforms, so on Facebook or Discord. I will post my video or my live stream up on Steam so that people from the Steam community can come in and check out my video content. And I usually generally like to post to Steam because it encourages more people to maybe consider purchasing the game, because there's a lot of people that will watch live videos from Steam just to figure out whether they want to buy a game. I've come across, I think a lot of the people that watch my videos are from Steam. Which I think is kind of cool, because I can tell, because they'll ask certain questions. They're not sure if they should buy the game. I've had some people check out my channel and have questions about the game, and whether I enjoy the game. What's the game about? Is it difficult? I've had those kind of questions during my live streams. And usually most of the time I'll ask and I'll say, are you on Steam? Are you considering purchasing it? And they'll say, yeah, that's how I found you. I was like, oh, okay. And sometimes people have never even touched a farming simulator or a simulation game before, and they're kind of curious. Or they just recently purchased it somehow, and they're not really in the community. Like, they don't know about all of the different, Twitch channels and YouTube channels and Discord channels. They don't know anything about mods and stuff like that. There's some people that I've talked to that have just only been playing the game, like with just friends and stuff. And then they come across my content and they're like, oh wow, I did not know that there's an authentic mods community. Oh, I did not know there's an Argsy Gaming community. I did not know that there's the Sim Guy community, or a Mark Thor community, or a Legion community, or a 3Js community. Or a modding community, or a DJ Goham news community. I get some questions sometimes on my videos on Steam too. Those comments don't gravitate over to what do you call it, onto YouTube. So sometimes I'll log into Steam and then I'll have questions, because as I'm posting my videos on Steam, people will have questions about it. or they'll make comments about, you know, the game, etc. Something really cool about it too, because when I post to Steam, I'm actually getting a lot of young people that have questions about the game, and I'm like, oh well, that's real cool. Like maybe they're 18 years of age or something like that, and they're having questions about the game. Hey, I think I just finished a contract. I wonder how the field prices have changed. Let's see, how much does this cost? So minus C, I'm already getting a value percentage if I work it, so that's 216. 20% off of that. 20%. 20. Oh, that's real cheap. That's $33. 33,000. Maybe I should buy that one next. That one. Do I already own these lands? Let's see. Oh yeah, I own these ones. Okay. Yeah, that's right. What about this one? That's 20% off. So I could probably buy that one at some point. So I don't even know what's on that one. Expected yield potential. I think I'll buy that one because I'm up to about 88. There we go. What about this one? That's 85. See, they're starting to go down in price. And I worked one of these, I think it was 97. So, not too bad. Huh, okay, well. So I'm probably going to put the same mod on to on PV Canyon Crossing to try to bring down the cost of some of the properties as well. So at least I'm up one more property. I don't know what's on that property though. Let's see. It looks like it's still growing, so I'll have a crop to harvest at some point. What color is that? That's gotta be canola. Or no, soybean. Ooh, soybean's actually a pretty good crop for purchase or for money. Scoot over here. I'm just gonna go along the edge here. I got that idea from Legion, because he has that mod on the Old Valley Farm map. So it's like, that sounds like a good idea. Let's just do this. I'll have to check Chumpy's website to see if there's a new update for this map. I think he's got everything squared away. I don't think I can expect another map update. One thing he doesn't want to do is have a situation where you have to start a brand new game save. So he's a bit quite conservative that way, which I like. The last thing that a player wants to do is have to start a brand new map or a new game save each time a map update is released. I'll just go down this edge here. Let's go down the road. Oh, we're gonna go for another 30 minutes, so we'll see how well I get on with getting some of these contracts done. I'll probably get through maybe this one and maybe field 69. And I'll see if there's anything on sale, because it looks like it petered over. Nothing really that I need to buy. Swath ready maps. Oh, that's a Swather add-on, I guess. Gonna go down this one. Okay. 52% or 57% done. That's not too shabby. Let me think what I need to make TMR with. I need usually hay, silage, and straw. So I might actually start maybe cows. I'm not sure. We'll see. And the soybeans I'll probably sell. I will put probably corn in that field as well. So corn planting will be the course of action for next spring. That's what my plan is anyways. Hello, Michael. Welcome, sir. Is it cooling down a bit for you? No, it's not. It's still hot. Holy crow. That's some pretty intense heat, man. We're about to hit 80. So it's starting to feel a bit warm. But I'm still not in a shirt. I'm not in a shorts and t-shirt yet. Oh, yeah, that's true. You wouldn't want to put your tongue on a pole in that hot weather. You might end up cooking your tongue if you did that. Yep, always got to make sure you watch the temperature before you put your tongue on anything. Whether it's hot or cold. So are you doing anything interesting for July 4th? You have like big party or big fireworks celebration you go to or anything like that? You don't know? You don't have like a big Texas barbecue or anything like that, or fireworks show, or? Oh, yeah, I guess I should probably find a sleep trigger. Let's see. Good call. There we go. Oh, while I'm doing that, since I sleep triggered, let's just make sure everybody's happy here. Horse is still sleeping. Right. I might have to dump some straw in here, maybe. Straw bedding's fine. Let's see, horses. 22 months. Guess we'll see if I get any baby horses, I guess. Straw is fine. Okay. So let's go back to the tractor. Let's see if there's... Oh, I better move some of the straw out of the way. So I probably have some hats made. Here we are. Pull that out. Oh, fair enough. Not everybody goes to a celebration. Oh, I got lots of hats here. I don't always go to all of the celebrations for Canada Day. I will watch, I guess, probably the light show at night, though. I'll sometimes do that. Which isn't hard to do because my city isn't filled with skyscrapers and stuff like that, so I can pretty much go anywhere in the city and see the fireworks because they go pretty high. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Push. I'll move these hats. So this is all straw. Oh dear. Oh, it really went to town. I got a lot of straw stuff made. So. It's gonna be cool when I can sell some of these products. I usually wait till they're at like max selling price. Okay, let's grab that. I'm gonna drive this way. And I guess this will be the last crate that I have to move. There we go. And I don't know if I have to put any more water in there or not. It looks like it has good water and good straw. So I should be fine there. Put that in there. And I can just park this. Perfect. Go back to this guy. See if I can get this field done before the end of my stream. And I should check my fields because I think I probably have to do mowing pretty soon on those fields. Let's see what's ready. Oops. No, not quite yet, but getting there. Another month. Oh boy. That was almost a crash counter. So if you're catching the end of my stream here, just remember to like and subscribe. Just kind of a rundown for my week. There might be a few additional streams during the week. I still got one more week off from work, so we'll see. But mainly I'll be focusing on doing video content, I think, this week. But I might fit in maybe a few smaller streams. Hard to say. Depends on how things go with my other projects. Tomorrow I will be streaming with the Sim Guy, who's my moderator in the chat there. So be sure to check out my stream tomorrow. Even myself, I don't know what it is going to be about yet. We're going to be discussing it after this stream here and figuring out what we're going to be doing. So should be pretty interesting. Whatever I find out, I'll just post to the my community page so that you guys are kind of aware. And yep, so that'll be the plan for tomorrow. So that this weekend's been a little bit unorthodox, so I didn't do a poll. I did a lot of, I think, a lot of map streaming this past week, so I thought I'd just choose Chilliwack. Canada Day, which is July 1st. I think I'm probably going to be doing a live stream more earlier in the morning. Because it is Canada Day and I probably will want to get out to see what's going on. But I'll probably do some sort of live stream maybe earlier in the morning than I normally do. I thought about doing it at night, but then I recalled, well, then I might miss the fireworks, so yeah. So I think I'm gonna have to rethink next Saturday stream. And it'll probably be a shorter one, probably a 3-hour stream in the morning. I don't know which map or what have you. So I'm not clear what I'm going to do on Canada Day specifically. I'll probably be streaming for sure, but I don't know when or what. Most likely in the morning, like I said. And then I'll go from there. And then I'm going to be doing some video projects throughout the week. And we'll see what happens, I guess. That's sort of the main plan. Be sure to check out my other streams throughout the week. I did a test stream on PV Canyon Crossing on the test map. So that stream was a very long one. I did testing of all of the Platinum DLC, well, most of the Platinum DLC equipment, the logging equipment. And I also did testing of the new hay pack DLC. So if you want to see how that equipment works, because I've done that. And I put down all of the tier 1 factories for PV Canyon Crossing, just to show you guys what they look like. And I think I put a few items into each of the productions just to try to figure them out and see how they work. So you can check that out if you wish. I can't think of anything else that I did for streaming. And then of course lots of streams on PV Canyon for gameplay. I did PV Canyon yesterday for about 10 hours, I guess. Went a little longer than I had anticipated because I lost track of time and I was too involved in what I was doing and having fun. So, and I had some engaging conversations with some of the new subscribers that I got for playing that map, because they had some questions and I had some questions, and sort of went pretty well. And I think that's it. No Man's Land, I'm going to be looking into getting the RGC mods added, which is the Real Gaming Crew mods for construction equipment. I'll be putting that also, I think, on the PV Canyon map. And PV Canyon, I'll be adding the leasing functionality that I've already put on this map. So that should help me progress a little further, a little quicker, perhaps. I'm starting to run out of trees to cut down, and I need to buy some property, but the properties are pretty expensive on PV Canyon Crossing, so I'm hoping that maybe if I can get a discount on some of the properties, it might make things go a little easier. I'm going to be buying some more farming equipment for PV Canyon because I've got that large field, that large area that's deforested, so I'm probably going to turn it into some productions or some fields. I need to get a rock breaker as well on there so that I can bust up the boulders there to get stone, which is a fill type that I need. So there's a lot of stuff that I gotta get going there. I need to get the bridges working. So I'm gonna need to get metal working going. I need to get lumber going on there, which means I have to get like a woodworking facility put down. A huge to-do list. Right now I've been just selling most of my wood for in the containers, but I'm starting to think maybe that might not have been a wise decision, because I am going to need that lumber to start making planks and stuff like that. So I have to start shifting gears and my thought process on certain things. I am doing more contracts. I've got an auto drive route on there, so that should speed up getting some of the contract work done on PV Canyon Crossing done quicker, so that I can synergize the productions, I guess. I might have to do some tree planting potentially too, so I don't know. Very interesting. There's a lot of things that I have to think about. I get about $25,000 per freight container, and I've cut down so many trees, so I might have to start thinking of getting some of that wood put into some sort of production, like plank manufacturing or something like that. Something to up my money. I do have a lot of grass field that I can mow, and I don't have a mowing kit, so that's something else that I can look at too. And I've got a freaking killer sugar beet harvest to do on that map, which I'm working on. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit crazy. Okay, I think I'm gonna send this guy. Oops. I need to get him back down to town, I think. I hit that. Alright, let's head back. Let's cash this in. Plowing complete. Collect. I'm up to $52,000. I'm gonna take this back to my farm and wash it off, and repair it and fuel it up. Where am I? I go in cab here. I've still got my steering column hooked up, so I'm on the wrong side of the road. That's hard to stay straight. Oh, was I supposed to go down that road? I don't know. I think I can go all the way south. Whoop. I really need to wash this tractor. Look at all that mud, I'm telling you. I know. I'm just speeding. Trees are growing on the road. That is just crazy. There we go. I need a turn. I think that's right up at the end here. Alright, now this should take me... Oh crikey. Oh, I almost hit that thing. Alright, take this back to the farm and repair, fuel up, and clean it. This thing has done a lot of work, so it definitely needs a cleaning and a repair job done. I probably don't have to fill up gas, but I will do that. But anyways. Okay, my new fuel, let's see. Yeah, I'm coming up to my property. I can probably cut through. Let's see here. Yeah, this is my property line here. Okay. Alright. Here we go, and we go. We gotta go to the repair section here, which is to the right. I bet you the plow is probably what's mostly damaged, because that thing I don't think has ever been repaired since I've gotten it. Yeah, look at, yeah, that's pretty low. Repair. Oh, actually this thing needs a repair. That's expensive repair, 7,000. We'll do the refill, and then we'll have to car wash it, or give it a good scrub down, and then we'll park. And then we'll call it a day. Oh, let's get to the pressure washer here. There we go. That is looking way better. All that gunk off of it. Really nasty. There we go. And I still got more contracts to do, so I think I'll just leave the plow on. just park this guy here. And I think we'll call it there. So thank you everyone who's been checking out my stream today. Please remember to like and subscribe to the video, and also to subscribe to the channel. Feel free to share out the video content that I do or the live streams if you find anyone that's interested in my content. I greatly appreciate it. I've already hit well over a little bit over 100 subscribers so far on the channel, and my next goal is to creep up to 200 subscribers. So I appreciate all of the support that I get from all of those that have supported me on my streaming adventures here. Like I said, tomorrow I will be on streaming tomorrow with the Sim Guy, and we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, take care. Bye.